The first video game that made me fall in love with modern gaming as I am now is Overwatch.
It was actually Link to the Past.
It's absolutely Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Mario vs. Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Advance.
Pokemon Crystal version.
I think it should be pretty obvious. DuckTales.
First video game I ever played that made me fall in love with games was a game called Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Absolutely beautiful game during the PS1 era, 1997.
I think it was Super Mario RPG, which is just such a fun game.
The first game that I was allowed to have was Wave Race 64. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Pokemon Snap for N64.
When I was a kid, it was Super Mario Brothers for the NES, but what really solidified it was Time Splitters Future Perfect for the PlayStation 2.
It has to be something from the Super Nintendo, because we used to have that, and I just sat on my mother's lap while she played.
My favorite game is probably Wildflowers. It's a cozy game where you do some farming simulations and you're also part of a coven and make potions and spells.
Super Mario Brothers 3. It's the best one in the series. You can turn into a raccoon. You can turn into a guy who throws hammers. But most importantly, you can turn into a frog. And that's what we all want to do someday.
Microsoft Solitaire, never the same game twice.